I like how Rose goes up and checks to see if the door is locked. Then she just walks away. I'm not opening that door. I think I did it again. I think I forgot to leave a space in my inventory open. It's alright, I can pitch an Angel's Prayer and then pick up the Burnout. And then pick up the Angel's Prayer later. Because there's an Angel's Prayer in a chest. What? Dart? Alright, we are about to get the best item in the game. Not the Burnout. After that. Technically, yes, but it's not really an issue. Yep, okay, so I need to pitch an Angel's Prayer. Alright, I need to remember to count damage on last Kraken. Because I need to do about 4,000 damage and then power up Meru. No, Congo's Dragoon form isn't until later. That's in the moon. We could have gotten it earlier, but we didn't bother. Because Congo's Dragoon form just doesn't matter. Right. If I get a red arrow here, I need to go to the menu immediately. Ugh. I took like one more step than I should have. The encounter rate on that like area over there specifically is super high. You can get an encounter on like the second or third step of red arrow. It's bizarre. I don't know why. Alright, it's question time. Alright, so this is really, really difficult. He's going to ask us a whole bunch of questions, and the answer is going to be the second choice. The next question doesn't matter, then the second choice, then the second choice, then the second choice, then the second choice. Rose doesn't get a choice. And then they throw the mix-up, and darts is the first choice. Like, so they go second, 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 first. Troll face! And the thing is, like, Dart's question, which is the last one, which you choose the first one on, is, like, total bullshit. Because you're supposed to be giving courageous answers, and Dart's answer, the good one, quote-unquote, is just, like, blind stubbornness and nothing to do with courage. So everybody got it wrong the first time. It's first choice. Then Miranda has two questions. The answer to her first question doesn't matter. And then it's the second choice on her second question. And then it's 3 more questions that are all the second choice. Rose doesn't get a choice, and then it's the first choice. If you get any of the questions wrong, you don't get the Psych Bomb X. And you get the Psych Bomb, which is the same thing, but it's not a repeatable item. Which means you can only use it once, and it's shit in comparison. Yeah, Psych Bomb X is a repeatable version of the Psych Bomb. You can use it once per fight. What's up, Berserk?
Hey there, Berserk.
Alright, so the first choice doesn't matter. So we match the first one because it's the fastest. It's going well, Berserk. I'm on pace with where I wanted to be up until this point. Like, I'm actually like a minute and a half faster than I wanted to be right now. So that's cool. I've made a lot of small mistakes, but I haven't made any huge mistakes. Well, I technically forgot to equip the talisman, and then Lloyd, like, just behaved really well, so it didn't actually cost me any time. It was really weird. Like, I didn't have the talisman, and Lloyd just gave me the best pattern he possibly could. I still think that I might have actually saved time by not having the talisman there, which is really dumb. Because it's not something that I'll be able to repeat. Oh, yeah. He had the opportunity to completely wipe me, and he didn't. Because he took a double turn when I wasn't expecting it. Oh, you can't actually do that, Big Bad Wolf? It's not possible? If you use the save over glitch and fight Lloyd with a levels like maxed additions, maxed armor, even like Divine Dragoon form, Lloyd still beats you. Because it's not possible to hit him, and then if the fight goes for too many rounds, it goes into a scripted sequence where you lose anyway. You put a murderous intention into your elbow, didn't you? Alright. We've gotten through the hard parts. Now Rose doesn't have a choice, and then Dart's choice is the first one, so we don't have to choose anything. We can just keep mashing X. Yeah, last Kraken should be right around 10 hours. I don't have the painting of Lavitz, no. Skipped it. Not necessary. No, Dart still brings him his drink in the final cutscene. Okay, now this one is the bullshit one. Because you're supposed to be showing courage. And they bring up the point that you might have to fight Shayna. What will you do? And then instead of Dart making a courageous decision or trying to actually think about it, he just says, I'll save Shayna no matter what. Which is just like blind stubbornness. Might not even be realistic. And they say that's courage. But that's the correct choice. They just give you two bad choices, which is the problem. They give you I don't know and I'll save Shayna no matter what. Though you could argue that saying you don't know is more courageous. Because it means that you're accepting the uncertainty and that something bad might happen. Which honestly would probably take more courage than just going, I'll save her no matter what. Which is like refusing to even acknowledge the problem. Alright, so now we get the Psych Bomb X. So good. Psych Bomb X. So that chest has 200 gold. I should open this one because it has a breeze in it. And I might actually use... Oh! I forgot this room has a super high encounter rate, and I took like 2 steps under the red arrow. Oh my god. Okay, this is actually a decent encounter. I can just kill this. Because running away from this is actually a pain in the ass. God, I feel like I'm gonna sneeze, but I'm just not sneezing. Yep. Sneeze at the absolute worst time. Thanks.
I haven't been running Keen while he's been doing this. I've been watching him. I was running yesterday, but I just got a couple of personal bests, not the world record yet. I'm gonna be starting up again after this.
He was practicing a bit earlier during the really, really boring part of this run, but...
Oh yeah, I was grinding Crystallis and Miragia like mad.
Alright, here we go. I actually need to count damage on this fight, so I'm not going to be watching chat here. Because to optimize this fight, I have to start throwing the power-up items at Meru after I do 4,000 damage. Otherwise, I'll overkill him and waste some time. This is a boss that a lot of people had problems with. Okay. Need to do 4,000 damage. Which means we save the burnouts. $450. $875. It's like 10. It's like 1,000 with a little bit over. $1,450. Oh, I'm bad. 1,600. $20.50 or so. It doesn't have to be exact. That's why I'm like not too concerned. And I round a lot. $23.50. $2,500. $950. Oh shit, I didn't mean to do that. I thought it was going to be Hashel's turn. So that's like 3,000. $3,300. $3,500. Okay, that should be close enough. After this translate, like 39.50, 39.40 maybe. So now we power up Meru, and we speed her up. And then if we get another turn from either of them, we will speed the boss down. Oh, we need to power down the boss. Right, I almost forgot to do that. That would have been bad. Then we speed up Meru. Okay, so he's using Cleones, which means now we lead with the Psych Bomb. We basically try to use the Psych Bomb on when he summons the Cleones, and if he doesn't, then he just dies anyway. This is going to do a lot of damage. Oh, he's not dead. Okay. We underestimated it just a little bit, but we have an extra translate. Oh, I shouldn't have thrown that! I'm bad! Oh no! Okay, it's fine, it's fine. We can recover. How can we recover that? Fuck. I'm gonna have to go back to Flets now. I should have just guarded. Oh, I'm so bad. Okay, so the reason why I shouldn't have thrown that is I need exactly one translate for the next boss. How can I adjust this? Fuck. No, I got it, it's fine. We'll just have to waste a little bit of time, but it saves more time than going back and buying a translate. We're fine, don't worry about it. It just means I'm going to have to transform Meru and use a freezing ring, which will waste a little bit of time, but it's fine. You know, I'm not sure if I ever equipped the Brass Knuckle to Ashel. He might have just gone from the Diamond Claw straight to the Thunder Fist. See, Nephne, now you're just back to the boring trolling. I'm just giving you shit, dude.
Alright, I'm gonna head out. I'll see you guys later.
See you, Canal.
That's a good one, John. That is true. If I were not into ponies, then I would not be into ponies. You got me there. I hesitated for like half a second to make sure I hit the heart at the Wendigo, and then I hit the heart. That half second. This is the only Legend of Dragoon game. They were just partway into production of a sequel, and then it got canceled. Quite a long time ago. Right, so after Zackwell, we're going to look at Crush Dance and Hexhammer. Oh my god. This room has a really high encounter rate, and I didn't see my arrow until really late, so that one was pretty bad. This guy, let's just smack him. It's saving on potential grinding later on. And this guy, since he's alone, isn't much of a threat. So we can just grind on him a little bit, which is much, much, much safer than having to do it in the moon. So the thing is, I need Crush Dance to be level 4 and Hexhammer to be level 3 before I hit the final boss. And sometimes when I get to that point in the game and I'm a little bit short on experience, I have to take some extra encounters in the moon and actually kill them instead of running away. And the encounters in the moon can be kind of dangerous in a speedrun since I'm under-leveled and I've been skipping a lot. So that's not really ideal. So when I get extra encounters earlier in the game, if I have Hexhammer, I'll try and just kill them with Hexhammer to avoid having to grind in the moon. I mean, ideally I don't want to be getting into these encounters in the first place. But if I do, I can make something out of it by just killing them with Hexhammer. Unless it's a scary encounter, and then I'll just run away or Psych Bomb it. See you later, Nefni. Why do I use Meru? Because Meru has a very high magic attack stat, which allows her to do lots of damage with magic items. Hashel is because he has a really high speed. Hashel is all around really good. And for the fighter type characters, he actually is the fastest fighter character you can get. His base speed is really good. His damage is also really good. And he gets the Destroyer Mace at the end, which is a really nice weapon. His magic defense is okay. It's not bad. It's right around average. His defense is pretty good since he's a fighter. His only really bad stat is magic, but we never need him to use magic. And speed is pretty much the most important stat in this game. So since he's the fastest fighter type character, that's why we use him. Rose is 5 speed slower. She has really good starting stats, but doesn't gain many stats on level. It is something I need to test out, like, after this, is I need to try an actual, like, Rose run, where Rose replaces Hashel. It's a very close thing. Like, if you plan it out on paper, it's very close, and I'm unable to tell who would be better. I don't really like to theory craft that much anyway, so especially since they're really close, I just have to test it. But I just want to get a time recorded and then work on improving it later, just so I have something to shoot for. So that's what I'm doing right now. Theory crafting in this game is about the worst thing you could do, Drizerk. Like, every time I make a minor change, I have to do a full run to test it. And the SDA thread for this game is all theory crafting and people arguing about their theory crafting. About stuff that is actually kind of irrelevant. Stuff that doesn't matter. They're arguing and theory crafting about it. So I make a point of not theory crafting and just testing. Except for Kongol. Kongol is bad. And we'll select a bait. Right, so getting caught here the first time wastes time, but every time I get caught afterwards saves time. And we're gonna get caught 6 times. So overall, it's going to save time. I just have to sit through this long thing the first time. There you go, Kongol. There's your moment in the sun. You were useful. Not really. Seth was completely broken in vanilla, and just nobody knew it at the time. Healing Fog. Buy an extra one of these. Yeah, that should be good. These aren't encounters, they're just me getting sent to jail on purpose. And it saves having to go all the way back through this section, going backwards. And this part is a bitch. I don't like this part. Okay, there we go. So the rainbow dress is really, really good. It's the best armor for Meru. It's Just it's very easy to get caught while picking it up. If you pay attention, the Legislation Center tells you to bring complaints to the Law Launcher. The Law Launcher tells you to bring complaints to the Law Factory. And the Law Factory tells you to bring complaints to the Legislation Center. It's pretty good, Brucey. Thanks for stopping by. John, in vanilla, Seth had an unblockable ultra setup. That's what I mean by a lot of people just didn't know how good he was. Like, after the fact, once people started playing around with vanilla after the others were released, they found a lot of really broken stuff for Seth that they never really discovered at the time. Yes, we are on track for the sub 14 hours. What about Dan? Dan could throw fireballs. Oh, hey, Butters, what's up? Dan has a super taunt where he cycles through all of his taunts in one big, glorious motion. Why wouldn't you, Brucey? Just like super taunt. All day, every day. speed down Celibus. She's the worst. Power Meru up. Power down Celibus. So now we have to transform because I used my translate like an idiot. There we go. That's enough damage. Now we need to hit Celibus with Hashel or Dart. Dart. Cool. This is the worst attack that she can use besides healing. It just takes a long time. The damage is pretty much irrelevant. It just takes a long time. Oh, so he's throwing an item. What item are you throwing? Oh, she's gonna throw the thunder item at Hashel. Okay. So yeah, I can save time here just because the bosses are trolling and wasting time. So, discard with Hashel. We just need another Mary turn. Okay. Now we do Psych Bomb and Celibus, and Kubilia will die and Vector won't. I actually don't want Vector to die. So I'm intentionally mashing this to around 210. Because if I mash it too high, then Vector can die. And the reason why I don't want Vector to die is that when you kill Kubilia, he will counterattack with an instant death hit. It's not predictable on which person he hits with it, so I can't just equip a talisman. And I want everybody to receive the experience, so I need to revive whoever he kills, which is in this case Hashel, and then kill Vector. Vector is like one hit from anybody except Meru right now. He has like 150, maybe 200 health. And then I get a Meru turn, of course. Yeah, I don't know how that works. Like, he guarded, and I revived him, and he was still guarding. It's really weird. Oh, hey, we're up to 150 gigabytes now. We're on the last disc, Brewski. We're on disc 4.
Brewski, that's great.
Hey, I've been talking for 10 hours straight. Yeah, I had a nice dinner beforehand. Then I had a sandwich during the long cutscene at the end of Disc 2. I've got a little bit of a Pop-Tart here as well. Oh. Alright, so now we need to pass Law 410, which allows us to teleport to Mayfill. After we pass Law 410, we're actually going to leave and go to Fletz
I would so fall off that thing.
and go on another shopping trip. Because it's our last opportunity to buy attack items. After that, we'll only be able to use attack items that we can find in the dungeons. And it never gives us any of the good attack items after that point. So we're going to buy as many of the good ones that we can get. And actually not get any charm potions. Because all of the random encounters that would be an issue at this point die to the Psych Bomb. And trying to run away from them actually takes longer than it would to use the Psych Bomb. And a couple of the random encounters I'm going to want as well. If it's a good random encounter, I can use it to get some experience from Hexhammer. But I need to look at how much experience I have on Hexhammer after the Zackwell fight. Crush Dance should be right about the point where it's going to level to 4. So on the Imago fight, I'm actually going to give the Bandit's Ring to Hashel. Most of the Final Fantasy final discs are really short. 7, 8, and 9 are all pretty short on the final disc. Look at that pro movement while sneezing. It's to earn, guys. I'm passing by a lot of chests that I don't need anything from. One of the chests has an attack item that I won't use, and one of them has gold. And I don't need gold, because I got the Dragon Shield to drop, and that means I sold it for 2,500 gold. I'm not concerned about gold anymore. Oh shit, why did I do that? Shitty. Get back over here. Over here, thank you. I completely messed that up. There we go, that's what I'm supposed to do. Okay, so one of the weird things about charm potions is if you use a charm potion on a screen where you can't get an encounter, it doesn't reset your step counter. So I almost used a charm potion on this screen, which would have done absolutely nothing. It would use the charm potion, and then I'd still have a red arrow. So I actually have to wait until I come out here where I can get an encounter and use this charm potion. So I have one more charm potion, and whether I need it or not, I'm going to use it before I leave. because I don't want it in my inventory anymore. And it takes more time to sell it or discard it than it would just to use it. So we're going to launch this law, use our last charm potion, and then leave the city and go to Fletz and buy 15 translights. Wow, these guys. They keep walking right over the teleporter right as I'm about to appear from it. It's a troll. Which is basically the most number of attack potions I can carry while still having healing items to be safe for the next several bosses. So has Congo said anything in chat in a while? Like he missed his big moment. Right. So we're going to use a charm potion here even though we don't need to, just to get rid of it. So he tells us we can't go to Mayfell, and then we need to use him anyway. He said he wasn't leaving, though. Congo was confused.
Endiness.
Yeah, Endiness is the name of the world. I don't know. But apparently Endiness is flat, it's not round. Because no matter where you are in Endiness, the moon that never sets is visible day and night. Which is only possible if it's flat.
Or you're on Ring World.
There we go. Oh, I should have just left a slot open. I'm a dumbass, I keep doing that. I made a slot open to pick up the rain from Zackwell. Well, the rain before Zackwell, I should say. Marissa, if that's true, then one side of the world wouldn't be seeing the moon that never sets. If you can see the moon from any place in the planet at all times, it means it's not round. Well, yeah, it's also not a moon. Alright guys, so how many of you missed Lavitz? How many of you guys are still sad and Bible thumping because Lavitz is dead? Well, you get to find out just how much of a man Lavitz is. Alright, so this is a trap. Like, god damn it. Not that. This is the Divine Dragon Spirit. He's guarding a chest. You're like, oh, it must be a really good chest. I'm gonna go fight him. Not only is he super hard, but the item under there is worthless. It's like a mind purifier or something really dumb. This is the urn, Nightside. We're setting splits. We're setting a record. Alright, so we have no charm potions, which means we can't avoid encounters anymore. But it's okay because the, I don't think these are the enemy. There's a very, very, very low % chance that one of the enemies in this area, when you kill them, can drop Dart's best weapon. Also, these die, like, to that. I don't even know if I have to mash it at all. I might not. Yeah, probably not. I could probably just throw it and not mash it. This is not the final dungeon. This is the dungeon before the final dungeon. At the end of this dungeon, I'll hit the point of no return. After this boss, in fact. Why, who could this boss be? I intentionally have no charm potions, Tagraneth. Just so I can carry more translights. Oh my god, it's Lavitz! Bible Thump! Lavitz! Yeah, I can only carry 32 items. And I want to carry as many attack items in the final dungeon as I can, which means I can't carry any charm potions if I want to have healing items. So I keep forgetting, which means I need to now toss a healing breeze so I can pick up this healing rain. Because the healing rains are way better. Heal everybody to max health instead of healing half of their max health. This boss also has a chance to drop one, and he has a low % chance to drop a weapon for Albert. It doesn't matter if the weapon drops, because I can just buy it. It just saves a little bit of gold. If the weapon doesn't drop, I probably have to pick up the silver DG armor in the moon, but it's literally 2 steps out of the way, so that's not much of an issue. And I'd be picking that up just to sell it so I have a little bit more gold so I can buy the halberd since it didn't drop. So this first phase of the fight, we're going to take it pretty slow. Because there's 2 phases, and you don't get all of your repeatable items back between phases. So my power down, power up, speed down, none of that gets refreshed when the phases change. And the second phase is longer, so we use all of that on the second phase. In the Japanese version, attack items don't do nearly as much damage, bosses have more health, and you take more damage from everything. So I wouldn't be surprised if there are more slots in the Japanese version. That's why nobody, like, really speedruns the Japanese version. Yeah, the Japanese version is pretty much hard mode. So never, ever, ever hit Lavitz when he's turned facing you. It does 0 damage, and he'll counterattack with a full Gust of Wind Dance that does shit tons of damage. You just have to wait for the story trigger to make him turn around again. Japan came out first, then North America, then Europe. 1999, 2000, 2001. Okay, so now Dart's confused. Meru and Hashel are immune, but we don't have the immunity item for Dart yet. And he'll sometimes use that, and sometimes he won't. It's really annoying. It'll wear off in a few turns. I don't want to attack with Meru right now, because attacking with Meru increases the chance that he'll use the confusion attack. She'll attack on the next phase of the fight, but not on the first phase. No, this is not even his final form. But this is. that was interesting. That was kind of bad. That was only like a 222. But that is almost half his health. So it's fine. Alright, and this is where you find out how much of a badass Lavitz is. Okay, that's empty. Stick that over there. I split on the experience screens, so not yet. It's easier to be more consistent with it if I split on the experience screen. Lavitz is so badass that he just rammed his spear through his chest. And he gets to die a second time. Pretty much, Adam Timothy. Okay, so before the next boss, I'm actually going to save, reset the console, and change the disk speed. Because there's a decent chance that there's about a 30-minute window. There's two screens relatively close to each other that both have a chance of freezing on fast disk speed. It's not a very high % chance, but since it's the first run, and we're 11 hours in at that point, I'm going to save and switch, just so I make sure that I get a run. And the one I'm attempting to beat the time later on, I probably won't switch and just risk it. But this is technically an RTA, because I'm going to do a save and reset to prevent a freeze. I have the correct memory card in now as well. The correct memory card just means that it has less files in it. This one only has 2 files, I believe. And it'll load faster. Oh, I got the halberd. Nice. It's a not guaranteed drop. That's just a nice thing to get. So there's a save point right before the boss. We're going to use that. Reset the console. Switch to standard disk speed. Fight the boss. Go through a short segment of the moon. Save. Reset the console again and switch back to fast disk speed. I am in the United States. Fastest speed allows for some chances to freeze. And there are 2 potential freeze screens coming up. And since I want to finish this run, just so I have splits that I can beat later, I'm gonna switch just to avoid the freeze. It's not a very high chance that it will freeze, but I don't really want to tempt it on the first run, 11 hours in, basically. Akram, that could have just been so they could re-release it. I don't know. Because they did just re-release it on PSN. Yeah, but, like, if the license wore out while it's still on sale on PSN, then they could lose a portion of the profits. I don't know exactly how it works. It could have just been just because of the re-release. I have no idea. Yeah, some of the bosses will crash if I go Dragoon form on fastest speed, but that's not the issue here. There's some independent screens that could freeze if I'm on fastest speed. It would waste way too much time if I saved and risked it. Yeah, John, but the point is, like, if they release it on PSN and people keep buying it for several years and they lose the rights to the game, then what happens? If people are still buying it and they don't have the rights anymore? Like, that could be the only reason, or they could be working on something else in the universe. It's not. Just because they renewed the license doesn't mean they're working on something, is what I'm saying. Why am I mashing? There's nothing to mash here. We'll get some more excellent voice acting. There's a lot of points in the game where I'm still mashing the text when I don't need to, just from the habit. Kongo, why didn't you say anything? Kongo!
I'm back. What did I miss?
You missed the excellent voice acting.
Ah, damn it.
And Kongo sitting there and being silent like always. Because it only shows Dart, Meru, and Kongo. Dart and Meru talk. And Kongo's just like, Yeah, we're on time to beat the estimated goal.
Yeah, this is looking pretty good.
Those screams. So good. Honestly, people will probably try to beat it. Not even just Robot. There's a lot of people who have been interested in speedrunning this game, but they didn't want to go through the effort of routing it themselves. So once I optimize the route more, there'll be people who probably just watch the video and try to beat it. With like no effort. Just try and do it better. Because there are people like that in the speedrunning community where they don't want to do any of the work, but they'll want to try and take the time. Like, I've gotten a lot of messages from people who want to see my notes. But it's okay, because if they copy this run, it doesn't matter, because this run isn't optimized in Disc 4. There's still more optimizations that I need to do. I just want to get a time recorded so I can beat it later. My notes are useless. My notes are out of date. If I gave somebody my notes, it would be, like, hurtful to them. I haven't had my notes open this entire run, by the way. I've just been doing it from memory. 14-hour run, doing it from memory. Haven't made any major mistakes. What's up? If people copy this, then it's their own loss, because this isn't optimized. There's still much more time to save. And it's gonna happen. Somebody's gonna do it. If somebody copies the Thunderbolts, that would be hilarious. Sharing information between people who are actively running the game is one thing, but when all somebody does is just wait for somebody to do all the work and then swoop in, like, if they're just watching and waiting, and then like, okay, I'm gonna take your record now, that's different. Like, most people who will watch and take somebody's route, they'll try and improve it. They'll watch the run and they'll be like, okay, how can I make this better? And then what I'm talking about are there are a couple people who will quite literally just watch the video, write down everything I do, and do it word for word, without trying to improve it in any way. And it's like, I'm sure there are very obvious ways you could improve it just by watching this video. I haven't done it yet, but I'm sure you can. And there will be some people who will try to copy it without trying to make any improvements at all. And those are the kind of people I'm talking about. They're not super common, but they are around. I do not... Well, we don't know who has the record in StarCraft 2 right now, Brucey. Because in real time, T-Gun's time is 10 seconds faster. But real time is a really dumb way of measuring the StarCraft 2 run because of load times. I believe mine is faster, but we just haven't bothered to sit down and figure it out. Because T-Gun isn't actively running that anymore. And I can beat that time by 5+ minutes when I sit down and do it. So I think I have the record. T-Gun might actually have it. I don't know. It's not important. It's not about the in-game time. The in-game time is easy. It's more about the going back and adding the real time on top of the in-game time. I'm gonna pick this up because I'm actually not sure how my money is doing right now. I need to equip the Phoenix Plume on the Dart. And then I'm going to use this opportunity to look at my addition experience. We're at 53 out of 60, which means he's 7 away from leveling up. 22 out of 40. So we need 18. Yeah, 18 hex hammers. Which should be no problem. I have no idea if I'm gonna speedrun Heart of the Swarm. I haven't played the game yet. Like, if the game isn't a game that I like to play, I'm not gonna speedrun it. And the only way I can tell is by playing it. So I'm gonna wait until it comes out, play the game normally, and then see if the speedrun interests me.
I think that'll depend a lot on whether or not you can do fun strats like you can in StarCraft 2.
Yeah,
Because there's some really fun tricks that you can do. Not just skips, but there's just some really cool things that make it entertaining to watch. There's just really good micro reapers and stuff like that. There's all kinds of fun stuff in there.
This is where we're going to change the disc speed.
Yup.
It didn't load automatically. If I close the tray at the right time, it'll load automatically as soon as I finish changing the speed. But it doesn't always do that. It's just an RTA Tigruneth. It's basically the same thing. Especially since saving and resetting here only costs me time. It's not really important. And the main thing with RTAs is streaming them is important, since you're saving and loading. Which is what I'm doing right now.
Butter Ninja, the reason that he's changing the disk speed is because the game can crash on fast disk speed in certain points of it. And he just doesn't want to risk that. He wants to just get through it in one sitting and actually have a time that he can then try to beat. Here we go, longer load times.
Yeah, every load screen from this point on now, when I'm using standard disk speed, is going to take longer. So that, plus the fact that it takes me time to save, reset, means that it doesn't really matter. $17. Wow, stop hitting
I've
Mario.
watched all of it except for the first, 40 minutes, because I didn't get here in time.
I need a mirror turn here. The problem with a lot of the encounters in the moon, and the reason why I don't try to run away, is that some of them can do some really nasty status effects. And running away from these encounters is very difficult. So trying to run away will normally just give them more turns to use a status effect on you. So I usually just Psych Bomb them, because most of these encounters will die to a Psych Bomb. And then I need a certain number of hits on Hex Hammer and Crush Dance to get them to where I need them to be. So it's also giving me an opportunity to do that instead of having to go out of my way to do it. Like, if I get through all of the bosses and I still need more hits on Hex Hammer and Crush Dance, I'd have to go back to a random encounter area and run around in circles and get an encounter purpose. Like, you can see all of these black screens are taking longer as well from the standard disk speed. I wonder if Philly is still here. She probably went to sleep. Yeah, she did. Not on
Yeah, I
Skype
guess.
anymore.
Adam, he knows the game so well because he's been playing it a lot lately. There's been so much practice. He just hasn't had a full run yet because it is like a 14-hour run.
I've done a lot of practice,
Just lots
like
and
on
lots and lots
individual
of practice.
discs.
Yeah.
And I'd time the individual discs. It's just, it wasn't really worth timing the entire game in one sitting until it was at least going to be a decent time. Like, this isn't going to be the best time, but it'll be decent. And that's what I wanted. Oh, shit. I didn't go to Cool Boogie, so she's only going to be level 2, which is fine. Normally go to Cool Boogie. I can do it after this fight anyway. Because with the Pretty Hammer, then she gains 120 SP per turn.
Mm-hmm.
Which is enough to usually push her to level 3 Dragoon. But I've found out recently that she doesn't need to go to level 3. Level 2 is fine. So as long as she still gets level 2, it's okay.
Oh yeah,
Okay, need 15
there are
more.
really long cutscenes, unskippable ones.
Oh yeah, there's a 3-minute one in Disc 2 that I already used to eat a sandwich really fast.
Yeah, he speedrun a sandwich.
Oh, I missed it. This is the first boss that will really counterattack me with Hex Hammer, and counterattacking with Hex Hammer is very difficult. So I think I still need 15 more. So I'm not hitting with Meru for damage, though it does add up a little bit. I think Meru hitting consistently through this fight saves 1 turn from Dart and Hashel. Oh, I got the counterattack when I missed the hit after, and that's the reason why it's so difficult. Because even if you get the counterattack, the one after is pretty difficult. It's only because with the Pretty Hammer she gets double SP, so she's getting 40 SP per hit. And I want to stack up her XP pretty high. Her SP really high. Why did that... Oh my god, I didn't equip the Satori vest. I'm bad. That's why he's taking so much damage. Okay, this could be kind of bad. I just saved. So if things get really bad, it's fine. It just wastes a bunch of time. I might need to transform him to heal that, actually. I can do that on the Koopa, though. Oh, man. I'm bad. I was expecting the counterattack. It didn't happen. Oh, that better not hit. Thank you. I have to change my grip on the controller when I'm using Hex Hammer and the enemy can counterattack. Because if I use my normal grip, I will not get it.
Hashel taking a beating.
I think I need 13 more. Yeah, I want to push him into the pupa form before I transform him. Which might not be strictly necessary. Actually, I should probably do it as soon as possible, now that I think about it. Yeah, so I want to do it now. I need 13. I've done 2 more. 100% run would take a long time. It would require grinding, unless you did the really silly task strats. Yeah, but transforming cures the poison, which is what I'm concerned about. Because if I leave him poisoned the entire battle, it'll eat through too many healing items. Okay, he's switching forms. What's up, Jolly Dwarf?
Hey, Jolly.
So that was my mistake, because I never equipped the Satori Vest, which should make him immune to poison. Okay, 12 more. Yeah, his Dragoon form is only 2 turns, so it's not that big of a loss, and it pushed him out of the caterpillar form, which is also good. 11 more.
Also not a 5-hour animation, which is good.
He only has 2 turns right now. Ashel's only Dragoon level 2 at the moment. Dart is the only one that's level 3. Oh, he'll get level 3 after this, right? He's not even level 3 yet. Ten more. I can get to like 2 left, because he'll get at least 2 from the Claire fight. Usually, he'll get 2. So 9 left. Card with Dart. Eight left. Really? I didn't think I'd ground through his health that fast. Okay. Now, here's the thing, is I need him to not, I guess it's her. I need her to not despirit Hashel.
That'd be good.
Because this boss has an instant death attack, but it can only use it on a character that is despirited. He might still be immune to it. I'm not sure. Yeah, I think he's still immune to despirit because he has the Phoenix plume on. He should be. But the issue is that she can only use her instant death attack if you're despirited. So if you get despirited in this fight, you transform immediately because it'll cure the despirit. And if you look, Hashel doesn't have enough to transform right now. I believe he's immune, because I think it's the Phoenix Plume that makes him immune, not the Satori Vest. But I am not 100% on that. Yeah, Meru is OP.
He gets a little broken. Nice.
7. So we did all of those bosses without the Satori vest on, which is really dumb. Damage items do damage according to the character's magic attack stat, and Meru has the highest, second highest magic attack in the game, and the highest speed. Should be like 6 left. The boss is already in the red. Five left. That attack's fine.
Could have done a Commander Keen 4 run in the time it takes you to beat one boss.
This boss is really long. Has a lot of combined health. I think combined health, this boss has the second most health. Only boss with more health is the final boss. This is supposed to be a really difficult fight. Oh, I hit circle. I just hit it too late. I need these hex hammers to hit. It's fine. I'm just gonna have to get a couple extra on the random encounters along the way. I had Dart hit the pupa a few too many times. Should be like 4 more. There we go. Okay, Meru didn't level up. That's a problem.
Okay. Random encounter time?
Yeah. Give her a cool boogie, random encounter, equip Satori vest. Okay, so we need a good random encounter for Meru to whack a few times. What can we whack? I guess a baby dragon would be the best thing, but unicorns wouldn't be bad either. We'll see what we get. I like how you changed the topic there, Kane.
I had to. I've been wanting to for a while, but sadly, like, Wick got to the topic change before I did this morning.
You weren't there. It was only Luna online.
No. Yeah, I wasn't actually here, and apparently my internet had a hiccup.
I pinged every op in the channel, and it didn't work. So then I pinged them again, and then Wick got it. Right, this is the screen that I switched for. Because this screen has a higher chance than the others of freezing. Okay, we're already past it. It's that loading screen there. Has a pretty high chance of freezing. Not high, but it's the highest chance of freezing on fastest speed in this dungeon. And since it's right after that super long boss, it's just a pain in the ass. And I don't want to risk it right now when I'm trying to set the time. When I'm trying to beat the time later on, I'll probably just risk it though. I also need to get a picture of him for Imago. It looks really weird with no picture. Kongle doesn't even do massive amounts of damage. Like, that's the problem. Kongle does good amounts of damage, but when you look at it, compared to the number of turns he gets, it's not really that great. Maru's weakest stat is her physical defense. She has low HP, but that's not as big of an issue as her defense is. Her HP seems decent because she has the Dragon Helm on right now, which gives her 50% extra health. It also gives her a boost to her magic attack stat. So it's a win-win.
I dig it. People coming into this channel going, oh my god, I love this game.
Right, so this boss is like half and half boss. It's a half story boss, and there's half like damage. Once you do a certain amount of damage, it's just story triggers. But it's designed so that you're fighting the boss and then story happens while you're fighting it. But that takes too long. This boss really likes to troll by using that attack because it takes so long. This one's fine. That one's really fast. You're going to be seeing the power down, power up Psych Bomb X combination quite a bit. The Psych Bomb X, the power up, power down, speed up, speed down are all repeatable items. That's why they're really good and why I went out of my way to get them all. Which means I can use them once per fight. All the other items in this game are one use only. So now we're in the story trigger part. We just mash X. And then we get a choice, but it's the first choice. So we don't have to pay attention, just mash X. And for some reason it likes to give me like a quadruple turn before the last one. I think the boss just slows down on each trigger. I'm not entirely certain, because I just got a double turn. And now I like get a quad turn here, usually. Sometimes 3. But I get a lot of turns before it goes again the last time. So let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4. The highest output in this game, if you max everything, is actually Haschel. Per hit, he does the most damage at level 60 with maxed additions. That's even at full health, because his best weapon is called the Destroyer Mace, which means that when he's in yellow health or red health, he does increased damage. It's like 25% more damage in yellow health. And no, it's like 50% more health in yellow health. 50% more damage when he's in yellow health. And he does twice as much damage when he's in red. And even when he's in full health, he does more damage per hit than any other character of the game at level 60. Which only gets amplified when he gets low health. Alright, I need to check my additions. Crush Dance should be level 4, which is what I want. But I need to look at Hexhammer just to be certain. I need 3 more. Okay, so it's dependent on how many I get on Claire. I'm gonna get a random encounter in here. And I'm probably just gonna hit this next random encounter once. Yeah. And then kill Claire with 2 hits. And then I'm good. Crush Dance doesn't need to be full. I need Crush Dance at level 4. Because the issue with Crush Dance is that I want... Most of the time I wind up going to level 5 Dragoon in the final fight anyway. And level 4 and level 5 both get level 5 Dragoon in 4 turns. Without any significant loss of damage. I like how Haschel pinches himself there. It's a really nice touch. Haschel's daughter is Dart's mother, who, yes, is dead. What? Haschel realizes it at this point. He just hasn't said anything to Dart. Because right here, he makes a reference to how Claire doesn't know who Dart is yet. Like, he's already figured it out, and he just hasn't said anything. Okay, this is a rare enemy. I don't even remember what it does. So I'm gonna hit it once with Haschel. And then we're gonna get the fuck out of here. Hopefully that doesn't do anything bad by hitting him. But rare enemies are really easy to run from. So I can just hit it once and run. Which is exactly what I wanted to do. So now 2 hits of Hexhammer will bring up to level 3, which is exactly where I need it to be. And I'm set. I won't have to grind at all for additions. Just have to get through the random encounters. See right there. Haschel says the girl doesn't know about you yet. and then says that she's clear. It doesn't scale down the experience you get based on your level, it just scales up the amount of experience required per level very harshly. And you don't get much experience from random encounters to begin with. It's still possible to grind levels in this game, it's just not easy at all. Alright, so I want a Hashel turn first, but it doesn't really matter. Hashel turn first here is very rare. Oh, this he might actually one-hit Claire. Because he's yellow. Okay, we'll see. If she hits him again, he might go red, and then he will one-hit Claire. Yup. Is he red? No, okay, not quite. Still gonna do shit ton of damage. Okay, we got another turn, good. I equipped the mace when I bought it. You can equip mace's weapons when you buy them in this game. You can equip weapons and armor when you buy them. So now it's just story triggers. Same as the first fight. I can just guard, and then this fight's over. It also puts Hashel into red health, which is helpful for the random encounters. Because then Hashel will be just destroying everything in one hit, pretty much. The extra destroy the four gods there was kind of bad. Normally he'd get the Mind's Eye Awaken choice here, before he does that again. But he's still around 400 health, that's fine. That noise. I have not equipped the halberd yet, no. Because I haven't done any equipment swapping. The next screen, which the crash might occur, is coming up. The other reason why we're on standard disk speed. But after that, it's actually a while before I can switch back, is the problem. Okay, I need to figure out my inventory here, because I need one more slot in my inventory. And I'd like another Angel's Prayer as well. How many breezes do I have? Okay, that should be good. I also need to do some unequipping here, which is the main reason why we keep our basic items. So we need to unequip. Oh, the bandit shoes never got equipped. Wow, I am bad. He can keep the attack badge on. Ashel needs to take off the bracelet. Kongol can put that on. Bandit shoes. I can't believe Dart hasn't had the bandit shoes on this entire time. He's still been getting a lot of turns though, which makes no sense. Like, normally I'd notice that because Dart wouldn't be getting many turns, but he's been getting as many turns as I'd expect him to. There's a little bit of luck factor involved with turn order, so I might have just been getting really lucky over the last couple bosses. Alright, so this is a screen right there that it can freeze on if I'm on fastest speed. Those two screens are pretty close together, as you can see. But after this point, it's a while before I can actually go to save. Before I can switch back. So the next time I get back to the center of the moon and I see the same point, I'm going to save, reset, and switch back to fastest speed. And then we're pretty much in the clear. It's 7:40 here. God, these text boxes are lagging too. Probably because there's a lot of stuff moving in the background. I like Albert's running animation. Don't really get to see it on the ship. That was weird. Screen jumped. It's Kongol's time to shine!
Ooh, hell yeah!
The
Here
only
we go.
time you'll see Kongol in battle. And he won't even attack physically. Oh wow, I didn't mash it hard enough. He's alive with like 4 health right now. So he will attack physically. I'm mashing the button with my index finger. My index finger is pretty beat up right now. Not gonna lie. Oh my god. Yeah, you can go and buy that earlier in Lohan. I just don't care, so I don't. I need to unequip from Meru while I still have her. Hang on. I almost forgot to do it. Soft boots. Felt hat. Yeah, there we go. I think you can get him down to like 3,000, but yeah. You can't haggle him down super far. He straight up refuses to go any lower than a certain amount.
Usually doesn't give it to you for free.
No. Like, he sees it shine when Kongol comes close, and he's like, okay, I'm not that dumb. Alright, it's time for Michael to troll. This is the main boss troll of this game. Because this fight can either go super smooth and be over in, like, 2 minutes, or it can take, like, 6. Look how the thing in the background just eats the bird flying by. Alright, so I'm going to pick up the knight right here. That'll go with the downburst that I already have. So I'll have 2 attack items for the first form of Meluframa, which helps me kill the tentacles. Because I don't really need to kill them, they just can waste a lot of time. And they add a little bit of a random factor, so I like to kill them. So I still need to get into a random encounter where Meru can attack something. So this is the main problem, is that this attack is very crucial to this fight. I need him to use this at a certain part in the fight, but it's also his longest attack. So every time he uses it before then, wastes time. But then after that point in the fight, if he doesn't use it, then it also wastes time. I'm going to power him down in case he does that again, because Dart needs to heal. We have to go through 4 text boxes with Rose, and then she'll finally tell us what the weakness is, because we can't damage him yet. Then once we know what the weakness is, we have to wait for him to use that cannon, and then we attack him. So that's where the random factor comes in, is that after Rose finally says the weakness, you have to wait for him to actually use that attack before you can even damage him. So, you know, him doing this repeatedly before the text boxes are done is just wasting time. This is the main reason why this boss can either be really fast or really slow. Because he can waste a lot of time beforehand, and then he can waste a lot of time afterwards as well. So that's 2. This attack is fine. So Rose is taking 0 damage from all of these because she has the dark DG armor, which makes her immune to dark attacks. And he has 4 attacks and 3 of them do dark damage. 4? No, I think it's 3 attacks and 2 of them do dark damage. He's got this attack, the dark breath, and then the physical attack. Yeah, this fight is a little troll. He's wasting a lot of time. We've only gone through 2 of the 4 text boxes with Rose, which is really crap. She says there's only one weak spot and then doesn't say it. so dumb. So yeah, Michael is a gigantic time waster. That's the physical attack. Alright, she should tell us the weak point soon. And then it's all luck. Come on, hit X. So now we need him to use the cannon attack, and it's all luck on how soon he uses it. Wow, first turn.
Holy.
That is pretty rare. The cannon that we're hitting only has about 1,000 health and it has really bad defensive stats. So we can just throw a raw psych bomb and kill it.
Good night, Tagrinef.
See you later, Tag.
Yeah.
Alright, so we're gonna get an encounter here. It's annoying. There's pretty much no way to avoid it. It's quite often this encounter as well. I don't need to level up Crush Dance, so I can just try to run. Okay, I got it on 2 tries, which is pretty good. I could jug a Psych Bomb and they'd die, but these guys have a pretty high magic defense, so I'd have to mash it up pretty much all the way. But running from them isn't too difficult. Yeah, that room there is the best area to grind experience in the game, by the way. If you ever want to get a level 60 file, it's that room. With the Psych Bomb X. They'll die to the Psych Bomb. And the, like a rhinoceros or whatever, the Triceratops. There's like a really big dinosaur that appears in there. It just gives a huge amount of experience. Yeah, it's decent for gold, but at this point, gold isn't really useful for much. Alright, so we're gonna sleep here to recharge. And then I actually need to buy the Giganto ring, which I haven't bought yet. And we'll just equip that to Hashel right now. Oh, we need to sell something. Don't sell that. Where is the silver DG armor? There it is. Giganto ring. Giganto ring is good because of the bonus defense it gives as well. Oh my god.
He's in tight.
Sorry about that. How much will Melbu take to kill? 35 to 40 minutes. I didn't put on the Dragon Helm, but that's fine. It doesn't actually matter. Okay, so I want first turn here. We'll see if we get it. This boss is actually pretty slow to make up for the fact that Albert has a really low speed. They scaled the boss's speed down. So with the Bandit Shoes and the Bandit's Ring, you get multiple turns most of the time. Yeah, see, we just got a triple turn. Voice acting. So why didn't he use this cloak on us when we fought him the first time? Wow, quad turn. That's pretty ridiculous. I've never had that before in this fight. This cloak. Wow, I'm bad. Is that gonna cost a turn? I think it will. That sucks. Hit me with your sword. Hit me with your sword. Oh, it still killed the sword. Wow, okay. That's very interesting. I guess I could do that on purpose then. So now we power him down when we get a turn. Psych Bomb won't kill him, but it'll put him in within range of another attack to kill him. You notice we use the Psych Bomb a lot. It's almost like it's a really good item or something. Dole kill Albert's dad. Really? That should have done way more damage. Why did that do so little damage? I'm confused. He doesn't have the Dragon Helm on, but the Dragon Helm isn't that big of a magic attack boost. That's really strange. It's fine, this'll kill him. Just takes an extra turn. Oh, I should have switched to fast disc speed already. Why didn't I do that? I actually passed up my opportunity to do it. I could have done it before this fight. It's fine. I can switch all of my equipment back, get everything in order, and then go to fastest speed again. I wasted a little bit of time because I ate a couple of loading screens on standard that I didn't need to. So if you remember, we entered the throne room from a different place that we're now exiting it from in Disc 1. Like, so the layout of that room has changed. Alright, so we're going to switch back to fastest speed now. Rose. Give all of this back. Where's the... Oh, Albert. Dragon helms. Dancer's boots. Or dancer's shoes. Magical ring. Phoenix plume. Good. Everything's in order. I don't have enough money. Oh my god. Really? You gonna make me sell something? Oh my god, that's so dumb. I am one short. Oh. I was 1 gold short. Fuck that.
That is amazing.
Oh my god, that's incredible. I wish I could sell Kongle. Okay, is it an autoplay? God damn it. I sold the heat blade, don't worry about it. Yeah, we're back on fastest speed now. So all of the load screens will be faster. So there's one more one-on-one fight. I'm using an easy cap because I don't plan on streaming anything high definition. Alright, there we go. Alright, so we're going to try push an encounter until the Archangel. Because that would actually be useful. You can see how much faster these load screens are going now. It's like a couple seconds each. So by going into the menu, I'm actually delaying this encounter. And if I can make it all the way to story trigger, it'll reset my arrow. There we go. I got it. Saved one random encounter. Alright, so what I'm going to do here is I'm going to throw a speed down at this guy when I normally wouldn't, to try and get a couple extra hits off. Normally I'd start off just by using a power down. That miss. That damage is amazing. This is another hybrid boss. I just did enough damage that the story triggers will play out automatically. Wow, you would use this attack. So I might not get any cool boogies off because he used this, which is really annoying. If I can guard... Yeah, I can guard into a speed up on Meru and then get some cool boogies. Nice. Guard again, and then cool boogie. Oh, I'm bad! Okay. That could have been better. I didn't even know this guy could counterattack. Meru turn? Meru? How much damage is that going to do? 71. Okay, we can cool boogie. There we go. Yeah, he always uses this a second time as well, which is why guarding again doesn't really help a lot. What's up, Bob?
Hey, welcome back, Bob.
Why are you apologizing?
Survive the evil eye, huh?
Alright, so we got like 1 and a part of a cool boogie off. We'll see if that was enough. Got it. Nice. She got Dragoon level 2. Perfect. Alright, now we're in the internet. Seriously, look at that. Totally the internet.
Yeah. Yeah, you did.
Yeah, you missed the Congo fight.
You missed his one moment of glory.
The best part is that, like, this is the internet, and somebody makes a comment about it certainly looks like the type of place where a god of destruction would be born. It's great. Alright, I'm gonna try and push this. All the way. Let's see if I can do it. Nope. Wow, that was one step. Ah. Okay. Mirror turn, mirror turn, mirror turn. This guy dies to a psych bomb. Guard. Meru, 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 Meru. Sweet. In theory, Korish. Oh, hey, I just got a flash haul. Oh, I don't need it. Yeah. My inventory is full. I already have the attack items that I need, so that was not helpful at all. Even though it was technically a rare drop. Oh man, I want to push this too. Oh, hey, okay. Oh, I still have to run down this hallway though. So I'm trying to avoid one last random encounter, because this is the last screen where I can get a random encounter on. Got it. So this guy explodes when you kill him. It's kind of not nice. Nice. This is a pretty good turn order though. Now give me Dart next. Dart? Look at that damage. 6,300. Oh my god. That's the most damage Meru's ever done with a physical attack. I think I need another Hashel turn. Oh, this might actually do it. Okay, or another Dart turn. That's cool too. Well, still needed a Hashel turn. This guy doesn't let you last hit him. It's like, fuck you. He just blows up. So Dart doesn't get to steal the last hit on this boss. Right, what's my health at? Yeah, we should use a breeze. Oh, I didn't split. That's a useless weapon for Miranda. So, don't need it. We're getting close, guys. Second to last boss. Okay, so that's not going to do a whole lot of damage because she just powered up, which is very good. Otherwise, this would hurt quite a bit. Now we need a dart turn to speed her up. Perfect. The power up, power down, speed down, and the Psych Bomb X are repeatable, which means I can use them once per battle, which is why they are so good. Everything else is one use only. This fight, you do not want to attack with Dart, because he will miss, and Zeke will counterattack, and it wastes a bunch of time. Like it's a scripted sequence every time you try to attack with Dart. So Dart just guards. Your health amount after this battle doesn't matter as long as you make it out of the battle fine, because you get a free heal after this fight. The shop and any healing is so far away that the game just decides to be nice and heal you. This is also the last boss that can counterattack. Okay, so this should kill him. Power up on Meru has worn off, but he should still be powered down. So this is going to do like 1800 damage, I think. Because it's his weak element from high magic attack Meru while he's powered down. If power down is off, it'll do around 1200. If it's still affecting him, it'll do around 18. Yeah, there we go. So that should be enough to kill him. So then Meru untransforms if he's dead. Because she has 2 Dragoon levels, so if she untransforms, that means he's dead. And here comes the plot twist to end all plot twists. I'd split on the experience screen. And the experience screen hasn't popped up yet. We get a cinematic fight coming up here, which Lloyd goes Super Saiyan. So let me summarize the entire game. Every 108 years, a moonchild is born, where if they're taken to the moon that we're in right now, it'll spawn the god of destruction that will destroy the planet. Melbu From has been manipulating people the entire game to make this happen, so that he can then pull the moonchild out and then become the god of destruction himself. So now, Melbu Frama, the evil overlord from 11,000 years ago, has become the god of destruction, wants to destroy the planet and create his utopia, with basically nobody being alive on the planet. Now we need to stop him, because that's bad. That's like the entire plot of this game, summarized. So, no controller strats. This looks like a battle. It's not. Completely scripted. Here comes the spirit bomb! He hasn't been in the moon the entire time. He's been possessing Zeke, who is Dart's father and Rose's ex-fiance, and acting through Lloyd by telling him a false story of the utopia he's going to create. He just didn't tell Lloyd he was going to create a utopia by destroying the planet. So Lloyd has been working for him up to this point. I'm sneezing like crazy. I must be allergic to world records. I already split. Like, the Zeke fight has a time next to it. That's not an actual fight. I don't have a split for that fight. But I already split for Zeke. Don't worry about it. Alright, here we go, guys. Final boss. He has 42,000 health over 4 forms. So I actually have splits for the individual forms. Even though the splits are a little silly because he has shared health over the 4 forms. So it's possible to lose time on the first split and gain time on the second split because I killed the first one by too much. Because the health does carry over if you overkill an individual form. It is possible to game over here, it's just not very likely. If I game over here, it's because I made a mistake. Downburst. So we're going to throw 2 attack items, transform Dart, and then use the Divine Dragon Ball, which is like a shoulder missile launcher. And it'll do damage to Melbu Frama on all of these, but more importantly, those 3 attacks will kill all the tentacles. Because each individual tentacle gets its own turn. And it wastes a bunch of time, and adds a little bit of a random factor. So, Dragoon transformations are set to short, which means the first time the transformation plays, it'll play out the entire thing, which is, this is the first time you get to see the Divine Dragoon. So you see the full animation, then every time afterwards it'll do a quick transform. Also, the Divine Dragoon is so ridiculously over the top. 6 wings, gigantic sword, laser for an arm, and missile launcher in the shoulder. Like, come on.
It is absolutely ridiculous.
It's completely ridiculous. This boss usually takes between 35 and 40 minutes. He is a long fight. Yeah, it's ugly as sin.
Yeah, it is. It's shit.
Alright, so the tentacles will die on Mara's next turn. Okay, that's a good move from Melbu. Preferably a single attack item on Dart? No, okay, that's fine.
I don't know if I would survive that.
You don't know?
They seem fine though.
Don't hit Hashel again, please. People are getting low health. Okay, he has enough health now.
Yeah.
That's fine. So none of these forms were counterattack at all. Like, so none of these Hex Hammers can get counterattacked. Miss. That is really good that that missed. Do not. Do not. Fuck you, dude. Okay, we're just gonna have to risk it. Because I need to kill the tentacles. I, like, actually have to kill the tentacles right now. So Hashel's probably gonna die here, but it's alright. The noises Dart makes while in Dragoon form are just amazing. Okay, we can guard. That's fine. I wasn't expecting to get a guard here. Okay. I was like, why isn't he taking his turn? He should have gotten a turn by now. I'm very confused.
Oh, you got lucky, yeah. Well, yeah, Hauskis. I'm sure people will just line up to speedrun a 14-hour game.
There we go. That's the attack I was anticipating. Okay, so after he uses this attack, he'll move into a defensive posture, which means he won't use a turn, absolutely will not attack me until I attack him with a physical attack. An addition that is not Dragoon form addition. So what we do is on Hashel's next turn...
Hey, Raelcun.
What? That's wonderful, Kane. So on Hashel's next turn, he's going to transform into a Dragoon. So then Dart and Hashel are hitting him with Dragoon additions, which won't trigger his counterattack, and Melbu From is just going to miss several turns in a row. Then immediately after that, when he gets the next turn, he will miss so many turns in a row that he'll immediately use the counterattack, the triple barrage attack into the counterattack posture on his next turn. So I want to manipulate this so that when I finally do trigger this counterattack, it's right after he missed a turn because he's guarding. Which I believe I know which turn it will be, based on the turn order so far.
Yeah, Icatrix, I kind of agree. Although that is why I'm playing Commander Keen 4, which is like a 10-minute game. I think I could probably meet Raelcun somewhere in the middle and we'd be fine.
I also have the Disgaea game on the side that I need to put some time into, which is 10 hours just because of unskippable
true.
cutscenes. Yeah, we can get this faster than 13 hours. It just needs more planing. More experimentation. Okay, I want Meru to hit him. Okay. That's the counterattack. Now, hopefully Dart and Hashel will get to go before he takes another turn. If I did that right, they should. So Dart's going. What about Hashel? Hashel? Nice.
Well done.
Really double Dart turn. So I got that perfect. I hit him right after he used a turn. So I get a full cycle of turns before he gets another turn. And he'll summon the Virages again. Go back into the defensive posture, and then he'll break it again. But it won't matter because he won't get another turn, because then he'll move into the next form. See, now he's in defensive posture. Ooh, Hashel's in the yellow, which is actually really good. Means he's doing amplified damage.
Oh. Time for damage, yeah.
This will drop him in the red if it doesn't miss, actually. Which is really good. Because he'll get another turn before Melbu. Hashel? Really? Wow, okay. So I actually need this to miss Hashel. It's not the biggest deal if it doesn't, but I would prefer this to miss. But it's... because there is a decent chance that things miss for Hashel because he has magic evasion from his boots. But it didn't miss. Fuck, okay. That's why I have 3 Angel Prayers, though. I kind of played it risky, knowing that I have 3 left. Now with 2, I can't do that as much. But Hashel's in the yellow now. Which is good. Yellow is still amplified damage, it's not as much as red. Normally he would have died before he'd taken that turn. But normally Meru goes before Hashel as well. So I wasn't thinking, and I triggered a counterattack with Hashel instead of with Meru. There's the first form. Moving on to the second form. And he wastes time between forms like this. This one's pretty quick. Between the second and third and the third and fourth are a minute and a half, and I think 2 minutes each.
They're long.
Okay. I'm not even going to talk about it, because I don't want to jinx it. But I have a strategy on this form. And we'll see if it works. Because I need the boss to behave in order to pull it off. I can guard one more turn. I don't think Hashel's gonna get another turn in though. No, he won't. And now I need to throw Breeze. Alright, let's see if he decides to behave. Ultimisia has 4 forms. So does this form. So does this boss. Because there's 2 forms of Griever. Ultimisia's first form and then her final form. I need Meru over 2200 health at this point. She has to either be over 2200 health or she has to be guarding. And there's a reason I'm not transforming. Because I need to see who he absorbs. Okay, here he goes. He's going to absorb somebody. Who is it? Not Dart, please. Fuck you. Okay, so I can save a bunch of time on this form if he sucks in anyone other than Dart. Which is why I didn't want to talk about it. If he sucks in Meru or Hashel, I can save a bunch of time on this form. But it's completely reliant on him sucking in not Dart. And he sucked in Dart. Plus side is, since Dart is not a Dragoon, he can't use the shoulder laser. So I can just pound him with damage.
So, maybe you shouldn't have said anything. I think you jinxed it, yeah, even if you didn't.
Meh. It's fine. So, Meru has to guard. Get back over 2200 health. Watch, it'll hit Meru. Okay, no. If that hits Meru, it does 2200 damage to her. 2200. Which is pretty ridiculous. Which is why she has to either be over 2200 health or be guarding. Now, if I wanted to take a risk here, I could not heal. Get a turn with Hashel and yellow health to amplify damage. What's the worst thing that could happen if I do that? He's not going to suck somebody in yet. So let's do it.
Are you
Maybe
really
another
considering
turn
this?
before he sucks someone in. So now we get a Hashel turn after this. And then she's gonna heal. Nice. Perfect. Oh, Dart. Okay, we need a mirror turn. Please. Meru turn, please. Meru. Thank you. Do I want to rain? Yeah, let's use the rain because they're kind of low, and it saves one breeze. He's gonna suck in Dart now, guaranteed, because he's transformed. The way I could have saved time earlier is if he sucks in not Meru or Hashel, and then I transform Dragoon into Divine Dragon, level 5, his AI just freaks out. I'm not entirely sure why, it just does. And he just skips a bunch of turns. And he also takes longer to eject whoever he absorbed, so I can beat on him for a really long time. Get a bunch of really free damage. And then he won't absorb a second person inside. But it only works if he sucks in someone other than Dart the first time. If the game broke right now, I'd just go sleep. It'd be annoying. But it's not like I couldn't handle it. Okay, who's he gonna hit? Meru's better. Yeah, okay, that's good. Because it doesn't do as much damage to Meru, and then she can guard. Yeah. Good. So he can only use that shoulder laser attack when the person he has absorbed is in Dragoon form. Which is why he prioritizes sucking in Dragoons. This form's very close to dead, by the way. He's got to eject Dart first, though. Yeah, just like that. Do I get a Hashel turn? Let's do this. Just because I want to guarantee she's at level 2 Dragoon. Because I want to use level 2 Dragoon later on to manipulate something. There's a chance the next form could block my attack and prevent me from being able to get to level 2 Dragoon. Oh wow, I missed it again. No, I haven't slept yet. That's the entire point, is I'm doing this in one sitting. The timer is still running. Therefore, I have not slept yet. My nose is itching. I need to blow my nose, but I don't have, like, an opportunity to blow my nose. Maybe during the long transition coming up. Oh, he's in the yellow. That means I've already killed him, but he's just waiting on his turn. This is a shared health pool between forms. So I'm actually saving time on the next form right now. Yeah, there we go. I'm gonna mute my microphone because you don't need to hear. It's a little bit better, but not really. Yes, if I hit him more than needed, it does transfer to the next boss. Because it's a shared health pool over all 4 forms. So if I do too much damage, it's not a bad thing, because the damage carries over to the next part. So Meru has level 2 Dragoon, which is what I need to use in the last form of the fight in order to manipulate his AI slightly. And trying to get it during this form can be tricky, so it's good that we got it already. I can use 3 translights on this form. I have no idea what it turned into. Absolutely no idea. So the next split is the last split, the one after this one. This is the third form out of 4. You guys hype yet? Okay, he's using that attack. That's not the best. But it's okay. And it missed Hashel. Get used to seeing attacks miss Hashel. It's gonna happen a lot. This guy's taking a lot of turns. He normally doesn't take this many turns. It's alright, though. Really? They disappeared. Why did they disappear? That's weird. Oh, okay, they reappeared. Lazy coding, I guess. Wow. The graviton things didn't even get to take a turn because he switched it to daytime. That's actually really good luck. Okay, this is the last translate that I can throw. Then Mary just needs to guard and throw items as necessary. Okay, I want to attack once more and then transform, I think. I think I want 3 turns, not 2. Mary's gonna guard. Dark transforms. This is the heat attack. She's guarding, so this won't do too much. Won't do much to Dark because he's in Divine Dragoon. Ooh, that hit Ashel decently hard though. Let's use our last breeze. Okay, so the boss is going to switch it back to nighttime soon, which is actually good because it'll waste a turn. What are you going to block? Oh, okay, I'm fine with that. I'm perfectly fine with that. Because the command block wears off when he goes into the 4th form. And I don't want to transform again before the 4th form. That's the only real thing that control me here is if he blocks a really bad command. Wow, I'm bad. He can block attack, yes. He can block attack, item, transform, I believe. I've never seen him block guard. Oh. Okay, that's actually kind of bad. I didn't want him to actually transform into phase 4 here. So I transformed Dart for too many turns, basically. I had to guess, and I guessed too many. I'm gonna have to speed up Dart to make up for it. And it's gonna be risky because the boss is gonna have a few turns out of power down. I have 2 Angel's Prayers, 3 Rains, and 1 Fog, I think. In worst case scenario, I can transform Meru and use a Rainbow's Breath. Should be alright, it's just probably going to waste a little bit of time. I should have realized I was throwing extra attack items, so I shouldn't have transformed Dart for as long. Maybe even 1 turn. So start off by powering him down. Takes away the main threat of him trolling me with his worst attack the first turn. That's the main thing I'm scared of at this point. Power Meru up, and then I need to speed up Dart. Normally I'd speed up Meru, but I need to speed up Dart. In order to try and recover this, Dart needs the extra turns, so we're just going with that. And by try to recover this, I mean like waste the least amount of time. So I have this speed down, and I don't want to use it on this boss. Because for some reason he takes extra turns when you speed him down. I don't know why. You speed him down and he just gets faster. It's bizarre. The story of the boss is he's showing the story of the creation of the world and its progress, and then this is a vision of the future of when he destroys the world, because he's the god of destruction of Raj Embryo. So we went through all the generations of the world in order, and now this is the future, when he's destroying the world. Okay, so we need 1 more turn, and then to transform. How many turns has he taken now? That's 2, I think? And this is going to be dangerous, because then he's going to have an opportunity of using his really bad attack on somebody that I don't want him to. I have 2 Angel's Prayers, though. So I just need to risk it, I guess. Actually, I could transform Dart now, because I've gotten in extra damage. Do I want to do that? Oh my god, I am so lucky he's doing this on this turn. If he did this a turn earlier, he would have instantly killed someone. So what do I want to do? Don't hit Meru. She might still die if you hit Meru. Hit Ashel. Nice. He listened. Oh, okay. His power down already wore off. What? That should not have killed him. So this boss cheats,
Whoa.
and sometimes the power down will wear off in 2 turns instead of 3. Yeah, there's not really anything I can do about it. Sometimes he just cheats. So I might need to play this super safe. Which involves transforming Dart, healing, and then having Meru and Ashel guard. Because especially now that I have 1 Angel's Prayer, I'm a little bit worried. Yeah, now I'm very worried. Okay, I need to transform him.
Yeah. This is getting kind of scary.
I just need to get everybody alive, full health, and then hopefully guarding. If I can do that, then I'm fine. And this all came... all this trouble is happening in the last form is because I miscalculated the 3rd form. So I want a Meru turn now, have her throw a healing rain, and then Hashel the guard. Okay, that's fine. No! Fuck you! Okay, so Meru's dead.
Oh, wow.
She's actually dead. Which means I can't abuse his AI, which is really bad. Why did she not get a turn? She has 90 speed. Oh, this is ugly. Okay, so now Hashel needs to throw a rain. Okay, that's... Oh, okay, I thought he was using the other attack. I was really scared for a second there. So, throw a rain. Interesting. I can try the AI manipulation, but I don't think it's gonna work. But I need it to work. Like, I just have to try it. So take a turn. Oh, that's scary. Hit Dart, please. If it hits Hashel, I can't do it. Hashel will survive this because he has the Giganto Ring. But I prefer it hit Dart. Good, 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 good. I'm missing damage because Meru's dead. So I have to transform Hashel. Otherwise, I might be screwed. This is kind of my only hope. And I missed the addition, so he's not doing full damage. Okay, wow, thank you. I've never seen him use that twice. That is very, very nice. But I think that means the AI manipulation is not going to work if he did that. It seems to only work with Meru for some reason. I don't know why. Maybe if I hit him with Thunder Kid? Is it hitting him with a magic attack that triggers it? So we're gonna try it. We're experimenting. That's gonna do shit damage.
Yeah.
But it's more important that I'm trying to trigger something right now. And I need to see if it actually works. Dart, you're gonna fog yourself. And we still have a translate left. Oh my god, that means we're missing a lot of damage on the boss. Oh. It worked! Okay, good.
Alright, so it's the magic attack.
It's the magic attack, okay. So now, the reason why this is good is he summoned 2 little minions that don't do much damage. And while he's blocking Dragoons, which is what he's doing right now, he won't take any turns himself. Only his 2 little minions. So we might still be able to do this. Problem is, I still need quite a bit of damage on the boss. I need to attack with Dart and then get him transformed. But I don't know how many times I can attack with him. I have 1 more rain. Meru's dead. This is very scary. If you see the little minions completely disappear, that means he's dead. I'm gonna try for a 2 turn transformation. That's bad. Okay, we're fine though. Dart has a lot of health. Yeah, 2 turn transformation. We have to risk it. Absolutely have to risk it. I need a lot of damage on the boss right now. Oh, he's dead. Okay.
Nice.
So I overkilled him way more than I thought I did, which that is the only good thing that happened. Is since I hit Form 3 so much harder than I meant to, Form 4 had less damage than I thought it did.
Got so tense near the end.
So I transformed him into Form 4 early, which is bad, but since I hit him so hard to do that, it helped me a little bit near the end. Oh my god, that was scary as hell.
That was almost very last screen loss. That was really tense.
I have won this with just Hashel alive, in red health, final hit on the boss, killed it. Like, I've gotten even closer than that, but like for a single segment right at the end, that was still really scary.
You weren't doing a 14-hour run at the time.
No. No, it's not because of I pushed it so far over Form 2. It's because when I came into Form 3 and I had a lot of extra attack items, and I forgot to calculate the fact that the extra attack items were gonna mess with my turn order. It's like an extra 1,000, 1,500 damage from all the attack items that I had at that point. But yeah, that experimentation of using Atomic Kid saved the fucking game right there. If I didn't get him to transform, I probably would have died. I needed him to use
That was
Dragon
a clutch
Block.
call.
I absolutely needed him to use Dragon Block or I was going to die.
I have been waiting for this moment. I kept you waiting.
The attack item I use that does 2,800 damage is part of the plan. I save everything to burst the final form really hard, which includes that. Oh, we're up to 195 gigabytes on the recording.
Oh my god.
The trigger to stop the clock is when Dart starts transforming. because that's a cinematic. I have no control. That's when I lose control. And that's when we normally stop timing. So there is a maybe 5% chance that the credits are going to roll. Though I didn't transform Meru. So if it's Meru that's the problem, the credits could actually still roll. Because I never transformed her during that fight. So basically...
We'll see. I mean, we don't actually know what it is that's causing the credits to not appear. It's just... There's just a slim chance that they will with the normal run you do.
There's a problem with this game in fast disc speed. Certain bosses, when you transform into a Dragoon, will cause the game to freeze after the experience screen. So certain bosses, we don't actually want to transform into a Dragoon, even if it would save time. Thankfully, it doesn't save time, and it would waste time on all those fights. But the strategy that we use of transforming people into Dragoons to abuse his AI causes the same freeze. But it's after the final cutscene and after the final movie, and it just freezes before the credits play. But I think it might have to do with Meru specifically, and we never transformed Meru, so the credits might actually play. That would be kind of nice if they actually played. I can get sub 13, probably around 12.5. With like perfect play, good luck would be around 12.5 probably. But I have a little bit more optimization to do. So I could probably get it closer to 12 over the long run. Like, this runtime is beatable. The game just doesn't work well in fast disc speed, basically. Like, if I did not switch to standard disc speed and just went fast and just risked the freeze, it'd be sub 13. Like, just from that. Yeah, the closest I get to using glitches is manipulating boss AI. But that's not really a glitch, that's just, like, good play. Who's online right now? We need to start researching who we can raid when all this is over.
Have a good night, Blade Mage.
See you, Blade Mage.
Until next time, dude.
You know, I haven't done that before. We might have to raid him. Yeah, I think I know her rating. Let's see if the credits play first. If the credits play, we'll wait. It's after this. There's another mini, like, movie sequence.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So in-game time would actually be really, really close to 13 hours exactly. This would be like 13:01:20, I think. See, the problem with rating is, I don't know how many of you guys are going to be able to load the chat to actually rate him, but we're going to try it anyway. Because it's world record hype, we got to raid somebody. Yeah, the pop-out chat usually works. Well, I've got the link ready. I'm just waiting to see if the credits play. Because the credits have a really good song, and I haven't heard it in ages because my strats on the boss always make it freeze before the credits play. I assume it has to do with Turbo and the new features they introduced for Turbo. Because, like, chat broke pretty much the day before they introduced Turbo. Because they introduced a whole bunch of new features into chat. And they've been trying to fix it, which has been causing more issues and lag and chat loading slow because they're constantly like overhauling the chat and how it's coded. Yeah, but it's been doing it during the week as well. It doesn't have anything to do with the league tournament during the middle of the week. So here we go. Dart comes in and he gets a drink for Lavitz, since he promised to drink with him once the war was over. Dart puts his empty glass next to Lavitz's, which still has ice in it, and it's all symbolic. Alright, so we're getting to the point here where we'll see if it freezes.
Yep.
Thanks, Korish. I didn't think I'd come this close to 13 hours, which is why I said some 14. And it froze.
So that wasn't it.
Yeah, no credits.